Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Sky Factory 4. As you can see, I am still able to fly like I could before. I did a tiny bit of stuff. I basically made myself a... I think I might have done this in the previous episode. I can't remember, as it's been, since the weekend. But there's I made a diamond reinforced bow, and I, of course, enchanted it over there with that multi-shot. I don't think I showed you guys what the multi-shot looks like. This is just one arrow being shot. So that's pretty cool, especially with power 4 on there. So that's a lot of arrows being shot, especially if you've got any kind of... Is that an Enderman? Where did it just go? Is he teleporting around? Oh! That's funny. It just died in here. Okay, that's really curious. Speaking of Enderman, I also have been harvesting some ender pearls and such. I put an Enderman data model in here, and it's actually collecting data. Something I missed in the past is that this thing levels up your data models very slowly over time. When I first put this in here, it said like 100, I guess, data, or 110 or somewhere around there. So it's now gaining more as we go. So you can see it's at 132 data collected. And I upgraded one or two of my combustion generators into upgradable combustion generators, so they now accept like speed modifiers. Not that it really changes much. I have to say, it's supposed to basically turn this 80 power per tick. As you can see here, it says 80. And it should basically double that amount to 160, and then it uses the fuel up twice as fast. By adding one in here, and then I added another one, and that should upgrade it to 240. And then another one should make it 320. But I'm not really seeing that, because honestly, the total amount of combustion generators I have is well over... Actually, it's 800 RF, or power in this case. And this is currently using 512 to simulate stuff. And this is using, 256, which together is a little bit less than 800. 700 and something in this case. Now, I don't think that there's any like drop off using this little bit of leadstone flux duct, but it should over time fill up and catch up. This one it did, but it hasn't over here. This one just seems to keep saying it runs into problem with processing. Then after, 30 seconds, it then is able to run one because it needs to have that in storage. But I would think if I just sat around, it would catch up, but it never did. So I think that there might be some kind of drop-off going on in here that I'm not seeing. But I did put a whole bunch of polymer clay in here, and I've got that being fed in through the top, as I should, and then I'm having it just come out the bottom. I could have probably put in just a regular hopper under here. I guess I've got an item duct, and it goes in, and it's getting extraterrestrial matter, which can be useful for making, multiple different things, specifically like nether stars and whatnot, if I'm able to produce wither skeleton skulls. But it does help me with making ender pearls, and that's for certain, which I have been. I also have been getting occasionally pristine ender matter, which I then have fed back into here, and it's giving me 3 ender pearls at a time. And then I have it going over here, and I've got the old ingredients. I also made some cobwebs. Figured I might want to use these to try out one of these fishing net things. I don't know, they looked kind of interesting. I wondered if you could put like a hopper underneath them and have them work. But I thought I might make one of those. I also am getting ender pearls now, so I've got I've got 30 there, but I have well over 30 in total. Reason being is that this little bonsai over here has been getting loaded for a bit. And you can see that it's made me lots of chorus fruit and pop chorus fruit as well as chorus flowers, and I got 12 ender pearls in there, so that's pretty nifty. And that's separate. It's not actually hooked up to my main storage system. And then, of course, I had the other methods, like I've got the ender seed over here that I've been harvesting on occasion. I've gotten probably about like 4 or 5 off of that, just randomly harvesting it whenever I think about it. So it's working pretty good. The coal, I can't seem to fill this up fast enough because I don't have enough storage for coal in here. Like the 4096 is not efficient for me to make enough coal to fill all those at once. Now, I could probably feed just regular wood logs in there and do it that way. But I really wasn't too bothered with it. I mean, it's still not using this up fast enough. The bonsais are producing much faster than that is. I finished off the trial keys that I had in place for the spiders just so I could try and level my sword up some more, but it actually didn't. I was rather surprised. I mean, I ended up putting in here 3 more spider data models just so I could try and level things up a bit, but it didn't really work out. Kind of sad about that. I don't know if I have any fish. Do I have any puffers? No, I don't think I do. No, I don't. So then, I'm going to need a fishing rod in order to make that work. So maybe I do that a bit later. Let's put this on the list of things to try and do. Maybe I'll fish off screen or something. Let's sneak right click. Come on, get into my inventory. There we go. We're going to do next page, and I'm going to type in here fishing net. There we go. And then we can go back to page 1. All amber colors, still a thing in process. Amber building, still a thing in process because we need the amber colors first. I do have an idea of what I want the structure to look like in a way. The horse stable workshop, I could work on that today, but instead I don't think I need to. Flight, we're done. Twilight Forest, we now have some access to, and I want to go back to it, but before I do, I've got some other things that I want to work on, and that is pretty much going to be pills, which is a bit ambiguous. Don't worry, we're not worried about anything kind of IRL stuff. It should be really interesting things instead, as well as a bag. And if you forgive me, the bag is a very simple way of saying what it is that I want to work on. And that is one of these. I got a suggestion in the comments. I think it was Tilash said this. Try Ender Utilities, which I have never done anything with Ender Utilities before. And it's a really cool mod. So I figured, you know what? Why not try it? There's 2 different versions. There's a normal and a large. It's got a ton of things if you hold sneak on here. The different things you could do. So I'm going to experiment with this. But I also, when I mentioned pills, if I look up pill, there we go, the red pill. Take the red pill and lose what's holding you back. This, getting into matter overdrive and turning myself into some kind of android, I think it'd be pretty darn cool. I think I've got enough parts in here. Let's look up android. I've got at least a torso. See, these are ranged parts though, so I don't know if they're really going to be that good. Melee android parts, ranged parts, etc. So I'm thinking I might want to do that, but maybe I hold off and do the bag first. So let's work on making a handy bag. Now this recipe is a little bit weird. I should have some leather in here. I don't have leather. Okay, what do I do to make leather in this case? Dehydrate. Oh, that's a different block than what I'm used to. But I could dehydrate some stuff. Fish and whatnot. Nah. Drying the same things on a drying rack, drying basin is really probably the best thing to do. So do we have any flesh left? Yes. Yes, we have some. Definitely. And did I leave the drying basin out? I think I picked it up because it's a potential source of lag in the future. So let's grab a basin from here. There we go. Not a lot of lag. It's very minimal, but still, it just existing causes it, which is a bit of a worry. So let's look at how much I'm going to need. At least 2 here, but I think the ender rope requires 2 each. Oh, so just 4 total. That's not bad, and this actually doesn't take long. If you ever used integrated dynamics to make some leather, it's a really simple, easy way to do it, and it doesn't take very long. It's maybe like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe even less. My counting is very poor, you guys can probably tell. So once I've got enough of these, I will be back. All right, I should have enough at this point. Let's put that back in there. Clear this, and so I now can at least make some of this stuff. Let's try the ender rope. I've got ender pearls in there. I should have plenty of string. Should have plenty of leather. So there's that. Put it back in. And then I need to make, an ender chest. I don't know if I can even make that. I've got some obsidian in there. Let's see what, oh, no I don't. Because I think I was making some and I left it over here. Yeah, I made a little, and I've got a bunch of gold in here that I forgot about too. That's probably a good thing to drop off. Put the leather in, and of course the obsidian. So let's see, then if I make this, make the ender chest. I don't have the Eye of Ender yet. So let's do one of those quick. Now that I've got the ender pearls, it's not so bad. These things are achievable. Ender chest, and then I just need ender alloy, which each 2 ingots requires 2 Eyes of Ender. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is what I'm going to need for that. if I'm not mistaken. And this requires obsidian, diamond, gold. Hey, good thing I just grabbed that gold because I think I was actually out. 1, 2. Oh, that's exactly the amount of obsidian that I have. Do I need obsidian for the rest? No. Okay, there we go. 1 handy bag. Shift for description. Alright, so do I actually, like, open this by right-clicking? Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, this is quite impressive. Bag enabled. Block quick actions disabled. Wow. This is quite... Wow. Quick actions. Update items, quick actions. Restock mode. Pickup mode. Shift click behavior, move to bag. Holy crap. Sort items. Block quick actions. Update items disabled. This is amazing. And memory cards. Alright, let's look into memory cards because I have a feeling that's going to be very key for getting this to work. Memory cards. For, of course, it's going to need to be Ender Utilities memory cards. There's no data, then there's memory card. Can store items in stacks up to 2, or up to squared bits equals 64. Right click to toggle public private, sneak to right click clear owner data. So obviously I want to go higher is better, but let's see what it costs to make one of these. Regular Ender alloys. Those aren't bad. How about 8? It takes a whole bunch of those plus some slime. 10. Takes a bunch of those plus some slime. Or I can make them straight out with advanced Ender alloys. And 12 requires a bunch of 10s. Alright, so Ender alloy. That requires... Yeah, that's not bad. It's just the obsidian that's going to slow me down. So I'm going to make a whole bunch more obsidian. Probably make maybe 10 or 12 or something like that. Because my current obsidian method is incredibly poor. But I will make a bunch of obsidian. Once I'm done with that, I will return, and then we can craft up some new memory cards. I'm going to want a bunch of these, I think. Not the open computers, but a bunch of these to insert into each of these slots. I don't know why, but I figure it's something that I can therefore start working with and enjoy. So I'll be back, oops, in a minute. Oh, hello, Ender Pearl. Alright, so I've run into a little bit of a slowdown. I've been making obsidian the old-fashioned way with buckets and stuff, and due to the server lag, it just gets a bit painful. Now, you'd think, alright, well, you can just pipe out of a cauldron. No, you'd have to use some kind of clicking device, and instead of doing the clicking device, because using the cauldron, I just know that there's a glitch currently where the cauldron might end up having cobblestone clicked and just sitting somewhere in the world and causing a lot of lag and whatnot, so I'm not even going to bother with that, but I am going to try something else instead. I'm going to try using a mechanical squeezer to make me the lava that I need in order to make the obsidian. So, a mechanical squeezer requires a couple energy batteries, which are just a bunch of mineral and redstone, so that's no problem. It does require a regular squeezer, which I think I put it away. Or, where did I put that? I thought that I had that out, because you guys remember I had the little device over here. Maybe it got smashed or something? Do I have my squeezer in here? I do have my squeezer. Alright, so if I put this here, there we go, mechanical squeezer. And then I think this requires power, but as I don't really need this at the moment, I could potentially just pick this up. It's got some 14 blocks of coal in it, and I can put this over here instead. Let's put this here. And I think I can put the mechanical squeezer there. And yeah, I can't even use any of these slots just yet because the that bag doesn't have any memory cards. So then this, yep, it's getting the power. So then what I need to put in here, I think, is just a bunch of netherrack. And I think it'll automatically make obsidian with that. Or, I mean, lava, per se. Yeah, there we go. 250 millibuckets. Oh, that's blaze powder. What is it for? I thought that netherrack. Oh, there it was. One netherrack will make a bucket of lava. It just takes a while, which is fine. I mean, I can therefore leave something passive with this, and this just needs to have some things piped into it. And if I leave it always on for now, then that should work. So I need some fluiducts that are going to work a little bit better. Now the regular ones are going to break if I use those. So I need to use hardened fluid ducts, which means I need Invar. In order to get Invar, I need Invar Blend, which I think, actually, it doesn't have a recipe like that. I could probably mix some in here. Molten version. Iron and nickel. Okay, so let's get some nickel, and I can start making a little bit of this, because I will need this anyway. That's just one. Can I make nickel amber? I think I can. Let's do this. Keep it simple. Let's make 10. No, let's make it 9 so that it's a block's worth. And then it's, what, 2 to 1 for iron. So then we grab some iron, which I should already have. Yeah, I've got some in here already. 2 blocks worth in there. And then I can just melt all these together. And I realize that this is kind of like a little bit of a rabbit hole type thing, you know, going backwards. But this is just so that I can constantly have an obsidian source, which at least that's what I like. So this is still slowly making lava, and this is going to be a slow process. This is going to be a 1-to-1. But I figure if this is just constantly going all the time, yeah, very, very slowly, I might end up wanting to upgrade this thing with a little bit better of a version. Or is it currently? Yeah, it doesn't seem to really push a lot of power in there. I might need to upgrade that a bit. But I am going to need sticks. So let's grab 4 stacks of sticks. And this should get me like a stack of obsidian. If there are obsidian trees, that would make things really easy too. But I can at least do this, because I believe... oops. There we go. That I can put this. And the recipe's in here. I don't think it has the recipe unlocked, but it doesn't have anything listed in here. And if I can get this piping into it, then it should be good and make me a stack of obsidian slowly over time. Oh, actually, that's going to need power too, isn't it? Actually, it doesn't have a power meter. It might just automatically work. It might. So let's see if this is ready yet. Oh, the things are still melting. Oh, gosh! Oh, gosh. Oh, that was bad. That was unexpected. So, yeah. Welcome to what's left of my farm. Sudden surprise creeper. All right, so you guys told me that at one point that there was a spot over here. I don't know where that was. Let's just put that in place for the moment so that this stuff doesn't just, or these pigs don't all get out or something. That's just going to be annoying and messy at this point. Wow. Okay. So maybe it's time to get a cat so the creepers don't come near. Because it's obvious I'm going to have some problems with seeing mobs nearby if that kind of crap's going to happen all the time. Let's grab all this. Oh no, my let's grab this. And then I can put a torch back down here again, because I did have that cauldron there, which, oh, we blew up the cauldron. Unexpected. All right, well, let's hit F7. And I don't see any... See, I don't see any spots where it could spawn. Not up here, not in there. Not down below or behind. I don't see where it could be. I'll put one there too, just for good measure. I'm just gonna light everything. It must have been coming from elsewhere, maybe up here? See, that's outside. So I don't think that that's a concern. Sometimes just trying to find these things is gonna be really annoying. Anyway, it's dead. I was gonna do a time lapse and we come back to this, but there we go, Invar. 3 blocks, so I can just get that pouring right now. That's really, really annoying. Let me put these seeds away since I just ruined most of them. I still have my my mattock, so I could feasibly... Yeah, might as well just finish getting my farm looking back to somewhat normal of a status again. Bleh. Maybe I'll take that out after all. There's like 4 torches here. And then I'll put the rest of the seeds down and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, first block of Invar, and now I should be able to make a better fluid duct, specifically a hardened type. There we go. And I don't even need that much. Just needed one to get that started. That ended up being a much more arduous task than anticipated. All right, so let's put this over here. This should start pulling out any kind of product, which there is 2 buckets of lava inside. Get that redstone going, and this should come into here. And automatically, yep, there it goes. Start making obsidian. Yay! So this is going to be a slower process, like I said, but it is automatic. And I'm only making what I need right now, which is going to be 1 stack's worth. And that should last me a little bit. Now I could feed into this a bunch of sticks, and I could feed into this a whole bunch of netherrack. Actually, why don't I do that? That would be the smart thing to do. Then I could have multiple stacks, and I could also pipe out of this. So let's grab some more sticks. I'm going to grab 1, 2, oops. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to need another hopper. Let's grab 1 of these. 2 of these, actually. And then I'm going to need some netherrack, which I don't have any ready-made, but I can easily make some just by doing this. Just grab a stack that way. Cool. And so now it's just a matter of putting the hopper on top of this, hopper on top of that. This gets netherrack, that gets sticks. That seems to work. And it's filling all of them. Yep, excellent. The recipe's locked. So it is making obsidian, and now I just need to have this coming out. Now I could pipe it with item duct into a chest or something like that. Or I could use another hopper. I mean, why not, right? At this point, it's just 1 block space. Let's make another hopper. Uses up a little bit of iron, but no big deal. We'll put these things away. Put the cauldron away as well. And I just need a chest. And I only have trap chest. Oh, that's right, because the rest of the chests are here. Let's do that one. I don't want to use the wrong kind of chest. So then I just need to, come on, break block. I then need to just break a few of these to ensure that this actually fits in the right way. There we go. And I can put these bits of dirt back down. Oh, I can't shift click to get into my get things onto my hotbar anymore. That's going to be a little bit annoying with this bag in place. Anytime I open my inventory, now that this is actually in my inventory, PUM pickup mode disabled, RM restock mode disabled. Okay, so this is actually a thing that, there we go. And then I've got the obsidian. Cool. And if I wanted, I could actually put a chest on top with, you know, it being fed a little bit different. But this should work. I mean, like I said, it's going to be a very slow process. I've got plenty of stuff here. Maybe I could get another simple generator. Simple combustion generator. Instead of upgrading it, I could probably just make another one. And I'm not in the right inventory. Let's try it this way. This should double the speed that it's made at, I would hope. But it will require a furnace. There we go. And grab one of those, put that on this side, and then I just need a bit of coal, which I don't know how much I've got at this point. I've got some. I mean, 439 and 1,000. So to make the coal, though, I need this. Let's try it and hope I don't use all these up. No, I didn't. Okay, good. So then I can make some coal blocks. 8 coal blocks. That works for me. All right. That should help speed that up a little bit. Get a bit more power in there. See, I think that this is actually not making as much as I think. Because look, it's going between 40 and 80. I think that these combustion generators are based on perhaps an energy rate of 80. 80 what, though? Is that like half as much as whatever the energy rate this is using, which is RF? I'm not sure. One would think that it wouldn't be that way, but hey, you never know. That's just what I'm kind of implying in this case. But it should help speed it along a little tiny bit. Now, I am going to temporarily make some obsidian manually, just so that I have enough for the project that I'm working on. But once I'm done with that, and we start working on other stuff, then I should automatically start getting obsidian for other needs automatically. So, I'll be back in a minute.